Well, a very good evening and thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. We've seen a very blocked up weather pattern over recent days across Europe, with warmer getting flooded north from the Azores all the way up into the Arctic Circle region. Temperatures on the east coast of Greenland managed to get as high as 14 degrees, while Dalatangi on the east coast of Iceland rose to 20.4 Celsius. Now, to put that in perspective, the average temperature for March is just 3 Celsius. And even in July and August, at the warmest time of the year, the average is a mere 11 and 11.3 Celsius, respectively. So, incredible warmth for the month of March. Also, just 0.1 Celsius off the Icelandic record for the month of March. So we've got, of course, a big blocking area of high pressure here, as you can see, centred just to the west of Scotland here. That's pumping all this subtropical warmth up into Iceland. We're also seeing 14 degrees on the east coast of Greenland. And of course, when you transfer all that heat from the subtropics into the Arctic, you undoubtedly get a southward plunge of Arctic air back in downstream. And of course, we've seen that here, cold air getting transferred through the Baltic states, Central Europe, and all the way down into Iberia, where we've seen high elevations of Alicante province, for example, receive snowfall. So 10 to 15 below normal across southern Europe, 10 to 15 above normal across Iceland, and even across parts of Greenland, and some of that warmth transferring into the Arctic region as well. Over the next several days, folks, we're going to start to see that area of high pressure getting pushed southwards here, and we are going to see somewhat of a change in the overall flavour of the weather, the overall pattern. We're going to start to transfer our winds, rather than being from a kind of northwesterly airflow in recent days. We've seen temperatures of 18 degrees at Pershore in Worcestershire and 19 degrees across the Edinburgh area of Scotland as well. So the warmth not just solely confined to Iceland and Greenland, but also across northern Britain, while at the same time, with easterly winds coming in off the North Sea, the thermometers on the land across parts of Lincolnshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, reflecting those sea surface temperatures of the North Sea are around 6-7 degrees. So a big contrast between Scotland and England. So it's not just across Europe, but it's also across the UK, where we've seen very warm weather across the north and chilly weather across the south. So as we skip through, this is into the new working week, and you can eventually start to see what takes place. The high gets shunted over towards Scandinavia, and we do start to see a more of a kind of southwesterly airflow. So we're going to moderate the temperature across Iberia, France, into Central Europe. Of course, it was warmer than normal across much of Central Europe for much of March, but now we've started to see temperatures coming down thanks to this incoming air from the northeast here. But eventually what we're going to start to see is more of a trough up across Iceland. We're reversing the upper air pattern, if you notice here, completely. Rather than having a big strong positive here between Iceland and Scotland, we're now seeing a negative, and of course where we're seeing the negative, we're starting to see the positive taking place. So we're reversing the overall temperature profile across Europe through the upcoming work week here. So you can see that here quite clearly. And then by the very end of the loop, this is as of Friday, at the end of the upcoming week, we could see some fairly deep areas of low pressure approach the British Isles here again. So that'll be interesting to see. That's it for today. I hope you have a great day. Back in the next couple of days with more. Bye for now.